from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
Homes are selling for a little more in Henrico this year compared with last year. Henrico Police need help identifying a woman struck by a car, and 52 post-spring break COVID cases reported in Henrico schools. We'll have details in today's Henrico News Minute. It's Wednesday, April 21st, 2021. It's brought to you today by Henrico County's Department of Public Utilities.
And now for the news.
The median sales price of a home in Henrico through the first quarter of this year was $280,000. That was up about 8.1% from the same period last year, according to the home sales report from Virginia Realtors. Statewide, the figure was even higher, 11.7% when compared with the same quarter last year, according to the report. Henrico's increase, however, trailed that of Richmond, which was up 24.2% to a median price of $300,500, and Chesterfield's that was up 19.2% to $318,310. Henrico's was higher, however, than that of Hanover, which was up 7.4% to about $343,000. Overall this year, about 1,000 homes have sold in the county. That's just 9 more than sold through the same period last year. In Chesterfield, more than 1,540 homes sold during the same period of time. That was a bump up of 230 or so from the same period last year. Statewide, the median sales price of homes that sold in March was $335,000, up nearly 10% compared with March of 2020. In Henrico, that increase was slight, just 1.8%. The median price of a home sold this March was $279,500. Chesterfield, Hanover, and Richmond experienced larger jumps, 18.2, 9.2, and 22.1% by comparison. You can read more about this topic on henricocitizen.com by clicking on Community. Henrico Police need your help to identify a woman who was struck by a car in the West End on Monday night. She was hit on Quioccasin Road near Blue Jay Lane just before midnight. That's near Regency Mall. The driver at first didn't realize that a person had been struck, but then called 911 and turned around upon realizing it. The woman is at a local hospital in serious but stable condition, but had no identification with her. She is described as being white or Hispanic, between 5'5" and 5'7" in height, weighing between 115 and 130, with long brown hair that is wavy and comes below her shoulder. She has brown eyes and was wearing a red anklet around her right ankle. She was also wearing blue, white, and black pants, a white shirt with a black sweatshirt over it, and white Nike Air tennis shoes. If you have any information that might help identify her, call Sergeant Middlebrook at 928-0288 or email police@henrico.us. Well, in the week or so since spring break, 33 Henrico public schools have reported a total of 52 new cases of COVID-19, but those cases resulted in only 40 people having to enter quarantine, according to school system data, and none involved transmission within schools, according to the school system. 11 schools reported more than one case. They included Freeman and Longdale, which each reported 4, as well as Holiday and Pemberton Elementaries, which each reported 3. All of the cases were reported between April 13th and 19th. They increased the total number reported since the school system began in-person learning again on a staggered basis February 22nd to 174 total cases. Overall, 934 people have had to enter quarantine at one point or another during the past 2 months as a result of those cases, but only 5 cases were confirmed to have involved transmission on school grounds. In 39 of the 52 recent cases, no one was required to quarantine. That's a big change from earlier this spring when single cases at a number of schools routinely prompted 10 or more people to enter quarantine. It was unclear immediately what prompted the change, but one possibility is that the new cases turned up in people who opted not to return to schools in person the week following spring break, thereby not impacting others, which is what the school system had advised for anyone who was traveling. We've placed an inquiry with the school system to learn more, and we'll provide updates as we have them. Funding to assist with funeral expenses for a death that likely was the result of COVID-19 is available for families. Anyone who paid funeral expenses after January 20th of last year for someone whose death may have been caused by or was caused by COVID may be eligible for up to $9,000 per funeral. To apply, you can call the U.S. Federal Emergency Management Authority's dedicated call center at 844-684-6333, Monday through Friday between 9 and 9. There are no online applications. You may apply for financial assistance for multiple funerals if necessary. Henrico County Public Schools Bridge Builders Academy Workshop Series is continuing with 3 more sessions in the coming weeks. It held one last night. The others will be held later this month and in May. Programs in the series are designed to provide stakeholders with information while developing connections among families, the community, and the school division. Each workshop in the series represents one of 4 learning strands or categories. Those include Beyond the Classroom, Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, Exceptional Education, and Information Access and Opportunities. Last night's was an ESL Family Information session. The next one will be April 26th at 6 o'clock. It'll feature a Mathnasium employee discussing the impact of early age numerical fluency and number sense on a child's success in math. You can learn more and view previous episodes at henricoschools.us/Bridge Builders Academy. Today's Henrico News Minute has been brought to you by the Henrico County Department of Public Utilities, which is encouraging you to look for leaks. If you have a high water bill, it's possible that you have a leak that you're not aware of. Check for dripping faucets, toilets, and showers, and walk around your yard to see if water is pooling anywhere. You also can check your crawl space and garage. For details, visit henrico.us/utility/high-water-bill-2.